What's going on, everybody? This is Cri Text coming at you with another book review. Today we are going over Cosmology. It is, I'd say, an introductory book into Luciferian philosophy. It is written by Jeremy Christner. If you want to listen to the book, it is in the description down below. Check it out on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute. We got on all the websites. While you're there, please do like, share, follow, subscribe. I am getting censored for all sorts of crazy content like this. So please help support me, share my links, show all your friends, your family. We're going to be coming up with some crazy, amazing videos very soon. So, Jeremy Christner was born in the early 1980s in Oklahoma City, where he was raised. This book was actually written there as well. I actually sent my song that I wrote about this book to Jeremy Christner on Facebook, and he saw it, he approved, he shared it on his social media websites. I felt it was only fair for me to hit him up for a comment on why this book was written and just tell us a little bit about it or how he felt when he wrote it. And this is what he said. I was born and raised in Oklahoma City, which is where I authored Cosmology, with many late nights spent at Denny's with a pen and notebook, sitting over a cup of coffee and with a cigarette in my hand. I wrote Cosmology from inspiration. A gnosis struck me and I zealously began writing these philosophies that entered my head. The reason I fleshed it out into a book is because I saw that it had the potential to be the book I'd always sought when I was younger but could never find. Essentially, I wrote the book because it needed to exist, even if for nobody other than myself. Certainly some very deep words there. I understand where he's coming from. I've been there with my music, so I completely understand an artist, whether an author or a music artist, certainly can relate. This book does consist of 6 chapters. The Soterian is listed twice, the beginning and the end. It's kind of in 2 different variations. I think one is his and one is someone else's. And also, there is 3 parts to chapter 1, Alpha Therica Pleroma, Beta Therica Demiurgus, and Gamma Therica Diabolos. Magica, Thanatos, Prophetia, Skeus, Kavika. My favorite chapter is probably going to be Therica. And pulling up that real quick, I can pull up my favorite quote. Therica Magica, it just kind of explained a lot, especially when it comes to what humans are looking for in this world. So this is probably what woke me up as a 17-year-old, going to high school, dealing with a bunch of crazy shit in life. It says, the preternatural methods, though quite prevalent, are below the surface of our societies. These methods are what we today refer to as magic. Every religious or spiritual tradition since the rise of man has customarily employed magic in one form or another to better the lives of its adherents. Native American tribes created a dance ritual to summon rain. Egyptian pharaohs ordered massive stone pyramids built in their honor to ensure eternal life. Buddhists trained their psyches to abandon all earthly desires and suffering through meditation. Christians beckon their God through prayer in the hope that he will grant their wishes. The list is as vast as the number of spiritual paths. It seems as though the human desire to miraculously manifest wishes is as common as the need to submit one's will to a higher being. It certainly struck me pretty hard when I was in high school because I was going through a lot, changing religions, going from Orthodox Christian to atheism, delving into Satanism, getting into this shit. And I just felt like that kind of showed me where these people were going. It seems that they just want to abuse the powers of different philosophies and different religions and different magics, and they could use it to their own advantage. And I knew that instead of abusing these kind of powers and people, you could be one with them, and I knew that this was not the path to go. So I definitely started delving into a lot of religions at that point, became a thraskeologist. Now I just study religions and make music about them, try to pick out what's the truth and what's not the truth, where different religions relate, where they don't relate. Certainly an amazing path, and I'm glad that I chose it. What to learn from this book has probably got to be the thought process behind the enemy. The elite that run this world, the people who are at the top of every single secret society and banking cartels, and everybody who's orchestrating wars around the world, the people who are on both sides, selling the oil, selling the guns. This is the religion of those people. And if you get an idea of where they're coming from and what they believe, then I believe that there's a way that we can take them out. And it's very important for us to know the enemy as we know thyself. That way we can win, because now is the time. I don't see any other time except for right now. There's a war between good and evil happening right before us, and we got to choose which side we're on. And I'm glad that I was able to read this at a young age and to understand that it was the wrong way to go, because it could have been a lot darker. Reasons to like it is that it does expose their mindsets, and reasons to dislike it would probably be because there are a lot of lies. When you read this book, don't fall for them. Lucifer is lying to you. He's lying to everybody, and you can see them if you're privy enough. If you can figure out puzzles, if you understand what people are lying, if you can look at someone, you can read them, you can hear it in the words of this book. I've never heard of any rumors, but if you happen to hear of any rumors, certainly send them my way. I will reach out to Jeremy myself, and I will try to clear them up on social media and probably in the comment section of this video, maybe in the description. My final thoughts is that this is a quick read to understanding the elite. Again, as I mentioned, it's only 48 pages, so it's something that you can kind of get into. If I were to give this book a 1 out of 5, it's not my favorite book, but you know what? It was sort of interesting. I'm not going to be biased here. I'll probably give it a 3 out of 5 stars. And yet again, check out the song in the description below. It's going to go over the first chapter to give you a little taste of what the book's about. But don't forget, like, share, follow, subscribe while you're there. The song that I made for this book is on the new album that I just created with Carnage instrumentals, Justified Homicides. It's available on CriText.com. Go order it now with merch alongside with it. We got the t-shirts, we got the hats. Check it all out. I do love all of y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for everything you're doing. I do wish you a happy new year. I want y'all to stay happy, stay healthy, stay humble, and until the next one, peace out, y'all.